Or you got fixed it? I mean, you gonna have the camera that way, or?
Oh, I don't know.
You ain't gonna be able to really get at anybody like that.
Do it. Yeah, that's good.
Put this here. Put that
Cooler?
Yeah.
Right.
Little barrier. You know what I'm saying? You move it out a little bit more.
Right.
It's good. Hey, I'm gonna just move back to you, but everybody got to do it. Oh, can't let that go down.
This recording ain't live yet. You can start.
Shalom Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Qadash.
Number one is to the Apostle of GreatMillStone. Shalom select out there, doing this work of faith, and live with love and true sincerity. You know, we the Soldier of Faith New Jersey camp / pray for a few days. You know, just coming with the weekly sit down and or stand up, if you will. And today's topic is what is it again?
It's hot.
It's hot. It's self-explanatory. It's hot in the motherfucker. Alright. Somebody what you got? Instant in season, out of season. Oh,
That look right?
It's hot, right? It's hot. You got it?
Second Timothy chapter 4, verse 1, it says, I charge thee, therefore, before the Most High and before Yahawashi HaMashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at the appearance of and his kingdom. Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Right, you know, all types of the year, man. You know, I'm sure you got your favorite Israelites out there, you know, people that just watch on the tube, you know what I'm saying, and stuff out there. They probably ain't out. Or if they is out, they probably come out maybe quick 30 minutes early, you know, while it's not as hot. They don't want to be out, you know, in the midst of the sun because they got things to do. They want to enjoy their summer, man. But it's work to be done. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of, especially, like, think about it, in ancient world, we always over there. So imagine how hot it is over there. You know what I'm saying? And what it could get like, then you got deserts and stuff all out there. You know what I'm saying? Over here, it really ain't as bad as over there, I would say, because, you know what I mean, right next to Africa and all of that, you know, the Middle East and all of that. Yeah. But it definitely is hot out here, but this heat, you know, that's here, the Lord is going to bring a whole nother type of heat, a fervent heat, you know, which is going to put this heat to shame, man, you know?
Read on. Read it again, verse 2, it says, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears.
Right, and we got to do this with all long suffering and doctrine, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. And we know it's truly not about us, it's about what the Most High wants. You know, the Most High said that he shall make prophecy reign as doctrine, man. You know, I believe it's in Sirach 24 and 33, I believe. You know, so the doctrine of the Lord is prophecy. And that's the main thing in which we come out here to speak to our people about. Because everything is about prophecy. What it was prophesied that we would fall away and come back again as a people. And rise up as that army, you know, from the valley of the dry bones, man. You know, it's prophesied that we will be here in Babylon, aka Sodom and Egypt, America, man. You know, it's prophesied that the Lord will deliver us from out of the North Country, man, which is here in America. You know, our modern day slave captives, man. You know, so everything is all about prophecy, man. That's all.
Yes, Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 1. Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain. My speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass.
I could add too, because hey, no matter you know, if it's too hot outside, if it hasn't rained in a while, that dew is always going to come up, you know what I'm saying, every day. You can rest assured for that, you know. So it also goes into how the Lord's prophecies are happening every day, man. You know, one day you have the guy Elon Musk, you know, telling us that he's going to basically, he wants to chip everybody. The next day America sends 500 troops to Syria, you know what I'm saying? The next day we hear about protests in this area, you know, so it's, hey, that's the Lord's doctrine, which is his teaching, man, his words, all right? That was good on that up?
Yeah.
It's a little more now. I'm going to keep going. It says, Deuteronomy 32:3, because I will publish the name of Yahawah, ascribe the greatness unto our power. You know, and the Lord is basically making himself known, man. How he make himself known? All right, how does a man make himself known, man? How can I say this brother's a good boxer if I never seen him box? You know what I'm saying? That's the Lord. The Lord is basically showing himself, man. How we know that? Through prophecy. All right? You know what I'm saying? We know the Lord is a terrible power, all right, by hurricanes and, you know what I'm saying, earthquakes and famines in this place, all right? So the Lord is making himself known, man, through these words. I mean, through, you know, through the events that's happening, man. Prophecies, you know, and when you watch, like, Jason A and stuff, they'll all say the same thing to where, all right, these events that's happening are, how they say, it's different. You know, it's nothing like it that they have ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Right. And shit, we on the bickering and the fights, the arguments, you know, that's going on within the countries. It's coming around world nuclear war. You know, you're dealing with countries that will destroy your land. You know, not only just a war that you think you could just push over. This person got nukes. These countries got nukes. You know, so it's big talk, man.
Hey, real quick, let's get straight to the point. Psalms 19:6, his going forth is from the end of heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, and because you know what, heat is a purifier, just like water is a purifier. You know what I'm saying? What the Lord wiped the whole earth. I mean, you know, this is still the same earth, but Lord wiped the old world out, so to speak. Well, with water, now what? We know this, and this time is going to be in with fire. So water and fire, they're always purifiers, man. Always, no matter what you do. You could just drink water all day and you detox. You out in the sun all day, what? You detox. So what? The Lord got a spiritual detox for these niggas in the end with that thermonuclear destruction. Yeah. That's how their spirit going to get right, by that heat, man.
Hey, what the worldly saying is, anything too much is bad for you. Yeah. So eventually you have to detox, you know, in order to reset.
Yeah,
know?
Exactly.
Stay alive.
Exactly.
That sounds. This is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 7. But it shall be in one day which shall be known to the Lord, not day nor night, but it shall come to pass that at evening time it shall be light. And it shall be in that day that living waters shall go out from Jerusalem, half of them toward the former sea, and half of them toward the hinder sea. In summer and in winter shall it be. You know, so meaning what? This word got to go out, man. The living water is talking about this knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is clearly telling you that the in season and out of season is the summertime and the wintertime. You know, no matter how hot it may be, no matter how cold it may be, the work of the Lord and the message of BaHaSham Yahawashi has to be declared. But you see how it says Jerusalem. It said nothing about Esau. It said nothing about Ham. It said nothing about Japheth. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. So Jerusalem has to be the people that negate, you know, the partying and going out and all of that madness, and stand up for righteousness and push this word out.
And the thing too about the summertime and the wintertime, what the Lord, we know that what we having a trial. You know what I'm saying? This is our trial period for the Lord to, you know, to test our resolve and different things like that, to see if we really for Him. And the summertime, that shit prove you like a motherfucker. You can make it through the summertime. And then the wintertime, think about it, because we at war. You know what I'm saying? This is our spiritual war. We're not physically fighting, but this is our spiritual war. So what, we got to make it through the heat, which is a purification, and also the wintertime is a purification, because what? It's testing your body. The scriptures say, what's that? Romans 12. Got that real
12
quick?
and 1?
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, you got it. That's the spirit.
Yeah, this is Romans 12 and 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service.
Exactly, because what's the most trying times of the year for your body and for your mental? To be out in the summertime. What's the other time? The winter time. And both of them purge you and both of them detox you, man. You know what I'm saying? Both of them do. That's why you get sick in the wintertime. And some people even get, I was talking to some people yesterday, it's like, yo, why am I sneezing? Why am I coughing and all this? Because the heat is purging you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is.
Hey, you look at it, the Lord destroyed the earth before with water.
Yeah.
And now this time it's with what? Fire.
Exactly.
You know, which is the land of North America. But everybody's going to be purged because the kingdom of heaven is coming in. You know?
I got some. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 9 says, how long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? Right, because we got a job to do, man. Okay, and you got you know, these different camps and stuff. They won't post up if it's too hot, and they damn sure won't post up if it's too cold, man. Or they'll take the whole winter off. You know, so it says, how long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? You know, you gotta, you know, in this world we gotta get up to go to work, man. You know, you can't just keep pushing the alarm on you, man. So how much more in this truth? It says, when wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. See that? So all it takes is a little bit of taking off, man. You know, and these guys take the whole damn winter off. All right, so you're not really building up your riches, man. That's why you got to post up in season and out of season.
Hey, that time be where you take off, it be that time the Lord's coming. But now you're not ready. You need time. You know? So the Lord told us to always be ready. He said, hasten the day. Pray for a few days. You know, so we got to be always ready for that time, because at a moment, in a twinkle of an eye, you know, the Lord said we'll be changed. But before that, we still got to get through Jacob's trouble. So it's going to be a day like this. It could be an early morning, going to work, brothers doing their thing, you know, brothers be about to do a video, could be, you know. Well, you know, because the Lord got to, you know, He's going to force this chip. We know the internet going to be taken out of these things, brothers, teaching the famine of the word. But it's going to be suddenly, man, and in a time where you're not expecting that it's today, right now, this hour. You know what I'm saying? You're not expecting right now. Like, oh, shit, it's now. You know?
So, this is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 7. It says, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their forehead.
Hey, notice. Oh, good, you got it.
I was gonna say, because when the brother mentioned that other camps taking breaks and things like that, that's not describing you in the scripture. Somebody with a hard head to go up against their faces means you got to be in their face constantly, man. You got to be out there in season and out of season. You know what I mean? Throwing the videos up, that constant edification. Because what Israel is constantly throwing out wickedness out there. Everywhere you look, you see homosexuality, you see adultery, you see niggas killing niggas, you know, and all these things. And what we got to push that righteousness out there to meet them head to head. You know,
hey, it's like you got to imagine it's two stones, you know, going at each other, bang, bang, bang. But can you read it?
Yep.
Because he said we was an adamant made with flint.
That's right. It says, behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads, as an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead.
Right, now if you look that up, you go into flint, it tells you what? It's sharp. You know, adamant we know as a stone, but flint, it tells you it's a sharp stone now. So, and I dig some Google images, and I look, and when somebody, Gadite, you know, we normally Gad, Reuben, they're sharpened, you know, to make a knife. When you go into it, it tells you a word knife. They made knives and sharp points out of rocks. So the Lord said, where a stone, a sharp against their stone. Eventually, if you got a point and a regular, who's gonna break? They gonna break.
Yahawashi said to Apostle Paul, Why kick you against the pricks?
Yeah.
Yep, I'll finish that off. It says, "Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. As an adamant, harder than flint, have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house." Now, it's interesting when you said flint, and it's made sharp, and the two rocks slamming against each other, the flint is going to win. Flint also makes fire. You know what I mean? Flint also makes fire. You use flint to make fire. What did the Lord tell Jeremiah? He said, I will put. I was looking
make
for
the fire
5
wood.
and 14. Oh, go ahead.
Jeremiah.
1 to 29.
20
Ministers.
Oh, the minister's flame of fire?
Are you talking
What
about
the
make
Lord
his
told
words
Jeremiah
fire?
will make his words fire.
Yeah, that's 5 and 14.
Oh, 5 and 14. Come.
I'll read it for you.
Oh, the water.
Jeremiah 5 and 14. Wherefore thus saith the Lord power of hosts, because he speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them.
And it shall devour them. How are you going to devour somebody if you ain't even out there teaching, man?
Right.
Hey, the Lord said, because you preach this word,
Hey.
I will give I will make the words that come out of your mouth fire.
And another thing, see, you got that stone. It's like you set in your own mark. You're not gonna budge. You're not gonna break. But when you're dealing with the debating, none of them is a sharp stone. That's just two stones banging against each other, and none of them breaks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't get no results at the end of the day.
Exactly.
But if you a sharp stone going against a stone, you what? Like you brought out, you make fire. There's results.
Yeah, the results.
Yeah.
It's hot.
It's hot.
Real quick, Jeremiah 20 and 9, bro. I'm laying back off of that one. Then I said, I will make no mention of him, nor speak any more in his name. For his word was in my heart as a burning fire set up in my bones, and I was weary with forbearing, and I could not stay. So that's what keeps us going. You know what I'm saying? It's that fire, that flintstone that the Lord put in our spirits to keep going every single day. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, it's a hard job being a prophet, man. We catch double hell. We catch hell as Israelites, then we catch hell for the fact that we prophets, man. That's a double curse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, we do it because of what the Lord instilled within us to do, man. Simple as that.
It takes a certain amount of stubbornness, man. You got to be
Yeah,
stubborn.
yeah.
And like Apostle Gabar says, to be in the truth, you gotta be a little bit crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, the Lord crazy. You know what I'm saying? Not the Lord crazy, but
Right.
how the Lord want us to be. Yeah.
We understand that because the Lord also said he was terrible. Somebody be like, terrible?
Yeah.
The Lord is terrible? You going, oh my God.
Yeah. Or you talking to a kid like, boy, you terrible. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's the thing for these 2/3, man. It's gonna get spiritually hot for y'all as well, man. All right, because them making their face hard against our face, they actually gotta pay the consequences for that, man. Because this is Galatians chapter 5 verse 10. I have confidence in you through the Lord that ye will be none otherwise minded. See, and that's Paul speaking. Hey, pretty much telling you stay on track, man. Don't get sidetracked. But it says, but he that troubleth you shall bear his judgment, whosoever he be. Right, so all these damn 2/3, drive by scoffing, talking shit, okay, wanting to see do us harm like Polite a while back. Somebody gonna get the Crips and Bloods on us. But guess what, man? Let me read again. But he that troubleth you shall bear his judgment, whosoever he be. So it's gonna get hot for you 2/3, man. Okay, it's gonna get crazy out here. It's gonna get bugged out. You ain't gonna be able to store. So all the words that you said, all right, every idle word that you say, you're gonna have to take account thereof, man. Don't inject the trouble as well, man. So each one of your lots is being set out for you, man. It's gonna get super hot for you 2/3, man.
Hey, that flintstone, man, is actually too that whether get into a sharp stone actually cuts these people, man. Not only is it fire, but it cuts them through the spirit. And this is Hebrews chapter 4 verse 12. The word of the Most High is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword. That here, man. This is why you get demons that jump up on people, man. When they hear this word, man. Why? Because their thoughts are found out, man. Okay, and these people, they feel some kind of way about it, and then they lash out. This is what happens, man, when the word comes out, man. This is like the kryptonite, man. Spiritual kryptonite, man.
It's earlier, he was bringing out what the Lord looks like, you know, in front of what looked to be a Hamite. It's probably an Israelite, you know, from Libya, right? And Liberia. Liberia. And we started bringing out the scriptures, and he couldn't just take it anymore. He had to leave and go into the Dollar Tree, you know, and get his damn knapsack, and get his knapsack stolen, man. You know, so we seen it, man.
One more verse, right? Verse 13. Neither is there any creature that is not manifest in his sight, but all things are naked and open unto the eyes of him whom it have it to do. So everything is naked before Yahawah BaHaSham Yahawashi, you know. And like I said, if you're not able to gravitate towards His truth and take hold of it, man, you know, it's because your deeds are evil, man. You know, here it is. We don't know this man from a hole in the wall, you know, and the Lord didn't want him to get it, man. You know why? Why? It's because why? We don't know what kind of life this man's living, man. We don't know what sins that he have committed, man, to where the Lord is holding him accountable on that day, man. You see?
Yeah, hey brothers, a few more precepts and wrap it up. My battery right now. The phone running hot. I can't charge it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It was doing that at the end of camp. Now it's doing it again.
Yeah, I know shit over. You got anything else?
Yeah, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. It says, "For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." All right, so yeah, so we're consuming this devil with the Lord's mouth, you know, with a continuous fire that the Lord gave us in the spirit of God behind BaHaSham shot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Salakia brothers, the battery dying, the phone overheating, so it won't let the phone charge while we doing the works, you know. So this can't. I mean, well, this sit down is gonna be it's cut short a little early. So
That's something.
yeah, you could bring a little bit of us.
This is 1 Peter.
Let's make it brief.
1 Peter chapter 2, verse 7. "Unto you therefore which believe he is precious, but unto them which be disobedient, the stone which the builders disallowed, the same is made the head of the corner," which is talking about Yahawashi and how the Jews in the land didn't accept him. It says, "And a stone of stumbling and a rock of offense, even to them which stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed."
So Yahawashi, he's the head adamant stone, the stone of stumbling.
And like how you mentioned, like how you got to be a little crazy, right? But verse 9 it says, "But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people," meaning strange. You know, you got to be a little strange to do this work. It says that ye should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
I got some amen. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 55, verse 10. "For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it to bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater." You know, and just how these creations that the Lord has set up in the earth, waters the grass so that the earth so that it flourishes. You know, he's likened it to this word, right? It says, verse 11, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
So like Peter, he said who we ought to obey, the Most High. You know, and he said also, he said Lord willing, because the Lord said when his word go out. Can you read it again, BaHaSham?
This is Isaiah chapter 55, verse 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please.
See, it's going to accomplish in which it please. The Lord is going to accomplish in which the Lord please, because the Lord put the word here for us to prophesize, man. You know, for us to come back unto him, you know, before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. You know, So the hell with Esau and what he's talking about and what he's striving to do, which is to hack your brains with the microchips. We know that the Lord said he's gonna. Shalom. It's on 1%. That shit is about to cut off. Yeah. Shit is overheating.